viewers, welcome to the video series on mental health. Today we have Yoshita Dave with us, who is a counselor. Yoshita, hi, how are you?
Hi, Rashmi. Good evening.
Good
Good,
evening.
we could find it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
talk to our viewers about your work in
sure,
counseling.
sure, sure. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Yoshita Dave. I am a counseling psychologist. I'm a CBT and REBT practitioner. CBT means cognitive behavior therapy, and REBT is rational emotive behavior therapy.
Okay.
And I am also a sex educator and counselor. I am in life coaching and mentoring, and I have also done mental health first aid course.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, that is basically creating mental health awareness. That was my last qualification. The next one I'm looking at is to do dream analysis to understand about our dreams, why we dream a particular dream, and what do dreams signify. And my counseling consultancy is known as Mayor Yash Counseling Consultancy.
Okay.
And post lockdown, I consult at Nerul Navi Mumbai and at Bandra with appointments. And right now, I'm available online.
Okay, great. That was about Yoshita Dave. And Yoshita, I wanted to ask you, when is the right time, or when is the time when you need a mental health professional for help?
Okay. Right. So there's no right time as such. See, like just like for physical health, like when we have a fever, cough, or any kind of bodily disturbance, we go to a doctor, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, is any kind of disturbance in our thoughts, feelings, emotions, or maybe a loss of a job, loss of a loved one, you
Okay.
need some kind of help, or just someone whom you want to talk to, someone who will listen to you patiently, because nowadays everybody is in such a rush to do things that people don't have time, your friends and relatives, or at the most they'll say, chalo chup beto, nothing is wrong with you, you're absolutely fine. They just push it under the carpet kinds,
Yes.
but mental health is also as important as physical health. That is my take.
Okay. Um, what are the signs of depression? You would say, what are the signs of depression?
Yeah. So see, depression is actually an oft misused word. Normally everybody say, मुझे depression हो रहा है, I'm depressed, that kind of thing. But basically it is, when you are feeling very low, you're feeling anxious, you're stressed out with you're stressed out with your job, your family, relationship. Maybe there is a breakup, maybe you've undergone a divorce, maybe a loved one has died, or some kind of loss, or just feeling of, okay, even if there's no loss, just feeling very low,
Okay.
no, you don't feel like doing anything, and even sleep disturbances, there's lack of appetite. There are multiple symptoms, that can lead to depression.
Okay. So these can be the reasons that lead to depression. Okay.
Correct,
Uh,
correct.
I would like to ask you, what is the difference between a counselor, a psychiatrist, psychologist, psychoanalyst, and cognitive behavioral therapist?
Okay. Yeah, actually, there is just a differentiation between a psychologist and a psychiatrist. A psychoanalyst is a total different field, whereby I think they do some kind of testing and all, and they analyze your feelings, moods, and behaviors. That
Okay.
is what I understand by a psychoanalyst. A psychologist, there are many streams in psychologists also, so that can be a clinical psychologist, counseling psychologist, industrial psychologist, organizational and behavioral psychologist. Yeah. So a psychologist is someone who has learned various type of therapies which are used as coping mechanisms, for clients. So like for me, for example, I have done CBT and REBT.
Yeah.
So like I said, CBT is cognitive behavior therapy and REBT is rational emotive behavior therapy. So
Okay.
basically they are under the same umbrella of cognitive therapies.
Okay.
So CBT is about, when it is all about our thoughts, feeling, and because of those thoughts and feeling, we behave in a certain manner. Whereas REBT talks about our irrational beliefs and irrational behaviors, those kind of things. And then using certain techniques, we help clients to lead better and productive lives. So that is about psychologists and about all the therapies. Not all, just a few of them. And a psychiatrist is a medical doctor, someone who has done MBBS and then done post graduation in psychiatry. So they can, the major difference is they can prescribe medicine, whereas a psychologist cannot prescribe medication. They can just redirect you to a psychiatrist if need be, some kind of medicinal treatment that is needed. So a psychiatrist is a medical doctor. He or she will prescribe medication, and yes, they are also aware of all these therapies that psychologists also employ. But yes, a psychiatrist is a very busy doctor, so he doesn't have time. He or she doesn't have time to devote to a patient. So it's a very not a codependent, but kind of a mutually beneficial relationship. So if there is medicine needed, the psychologist will redirect to the psychiatrist. And even by vice versa, if a psychiatrist feels that more counseling is needed along with the medication, then he or she will direct that client to the psychologist for counseling.
I would, yeah. I would want to ask, what are the signs of a suicidal tendency? I mean, people get into a suicidal tendency. So, what are the signs and the symptoms of it? How does a person start thinking and behaving in such a manner?
So suicide, again, like depression, there are multiple factors, stress, anxiety, and of course, depression also is part of, that suicidal path. So there are suicidal ideations. So actually, I must clarify one point over here, which is very important now.
Yeah.
We must have read in the media with the recent happenings that have happened. So a person does not commit suicide. A person takes his or her own life. It is known as taking your own life.
Okay.
That is what is suicide. So that is the new terminology, not new. This has come up in a conference in 2016 in UK.
Okay.
So that's when I understood that it is taking one's own life. So, you know how these things are. So actually a suicidal person needs a lot of help, a lot of support, and they need to be told that we are there for them. Not only as counselors or psychiatrists or whoever he or she might have approached, or whoever is in touch with this suicidal person. But besides that, even family, even friends need to be very supportive towards this person at this particular point. And what leads him or her towards it, there are multiple factors again. Of course, depression is a major factor. And not only that, it could be loss of something in their life, maybe a job, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or even, just wanting to take his or her own life, or not doing financially well. You've heard of so many cases where people are not doing financially well. They have hopelessness and helplessness. And it's just a fraction of a second where they sadly take this decision, It's a very sad thing. In fact, I think we've got to be very proactive in this area. And, we have to create a lot of awareness for everybody around us, so that people don't get into that thought of taking their own life. Yeah, right.
So how important is counseling for such patients? I mean, for any person, for that matter, how much counseling plays an important part in somebody's life? I mean, we all go through phases of life, We all need help.
Absolutely.
So how can counseling help people?
Absolutely. See, Rashmi, mental health is for everyone, even if it's we as psychologists. In fact, in this lockdown, we are very pressured. So, in fact, all of us are, rallying around each other to give help. Sometimes you just need to vent, you just need to talk to somebody. So, counseling does not mean only something to do with this thought disturbance or something. Like I said, I'm a life coach and mentor. So, somebody just needs a helping hand and just giving them affirmation if they are on a particular path. Like recently I had a client, so that person is changing their path of jobs. So this person was into designing, good clothes and things like that. She's a designer, but now she wants to do something to do with art and with children. So she just wanted a helping hand to understand that, it's okay, I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing, kind of a change of what do we say, profession, something related to it, but deviating from that.
Okay.
been in the creative field, but creating something else.
Okay, okay. Lately, what has been happened due to lockdown? People are going to lose their jobs. Some people have already lost their jobs. There are salary cuts. There are layoffs.
Right,
So this is a
right,
twin situation in which people are going to feel disturbed. So in this
right.
situation, how would you advise people to cope with their professional and personal life?
Okay. So in the personal sphere, they can probably see right now communication is the key, Rashmi. So one needs to communicate their thoughts and feelings, not just show it in their behavior, but
Yeah,
they need to communicate what they're feeling, their fears, their anxiety, the stress, whatever, so that they do not take any kind of averse step, you know.
yeah,
And not only that, it's always a good idea to be in touch with a counselor. If you know somebody within your friend circle or your family circle or something like that, there is no shame or anything to, you know, visit a counselor. Yes, in the job sector, probably if they are doing a particular kind of job, they could probably upgrade their skills, because right now it's a good period to learn online. So there are plethora of courses that are being offered. So they could probably upgrade their skill, probably change their profession also. I mean, there's no harm. It's never too late to do anything in life,
true, very true.
and it is a continual process. So it's good, one can, you know, upgrade their skills and probably look at some other option, or maybe start something of their own. Probably if they are good at a particular skill, they could probably impart knowledge online, you know. So
Yeah,
that is in the sphere. In family life, I like I said, just be very communicative, be very sensitive, and kind of sensitive to each other's emotions, because this is not a good period for anybody, whether it is a homemaker, a corporate person, even us mental health professionals, anyone. I mean, we all are going through the same issues, and having some amount of anxiety in this situation right now, Rashmi, honestly, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine to have that little bit. So don't worry, nothing is going wrong. It is just that little anxiety, you know. All the more because of all these precautions we have to take. When we go out, we have to wear a mask, you have to cover up, you have to wear gloves, so many other things, you know. Then social distancing. But social distancing does not mean emotional distancing. You know, you got to be there for each other. Okay, you can't meet people face to face, but at least we have our Zoom talks, we have our video calls. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think internet is our best friend right now, Rashmi. And right now, I don't feel I'm seeing you through the screen. I just feel you're sitting right in front of me. You know, we are having this chat.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So that
Yeah,
was Yoshita Dave talking to us today. And it was great, Yoshita, talking to you. And we spoke about a lot
yeah,
of things
same
on
here,
mental health. We
same
want
here.
you back on our show talking about our REBT and CBT. That's right?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye bye.
definitely. Thanks. Bye, Rashmi. Thanks. Bye.